Hi everybody, welcome back to the Drunken Bull Ranch. I'm Reed. Today we're going to do a review on our 2022 Wolverine X4. The machine's right behind me here. Let me turn this camera around. Alright, there is the machine. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, the reason I'm doing this review is because we bought it in September. It is now the end of January. We put about 500 miles on it, and at the time I bought it, about the only review that I could find online, other than like Yamaha's official website where they were talking about it, was some dude that was more interested in showing off his girlfriend than he was the machine. So I thought I'd do this review. So here we go. I've got the hood off, obviously. Now, let's talk about this. Under the hood here, we've got the battery, fuses. Right here is where you got your radiator fill. That is part of the windshield system that I had put on, the windshield washer fluid container there. Right here, this key is a speed management system. Basically, you can restrict the speed so that it will only do 25 miles an hour if you got people that aren't used to driving these units. Under here is the air filter, pretty easy to access and clean. I like that. I don't know about you guys, but I do a lot of riding in the dust and that'll get plugged up. Okay, let me move the hood real quick. We did have them put in the street legal system. So this here is your blinkers. You can see it on either side there. It is the middle of winter, so I've got some ice on here. This unit was left out overnight and it snowed and we got a little bit of ice there. We use it a lot here on the farm. We've done all sorts of things with it. We drag a little trailer with it. Yeah, it gets used. Like I said, we put 500 miles on it in, what, 4 months? I will say that I do like the headlights. They're bright. They work just great. I haven't had to put a light bar on it yet. And you can see these tires. They are the Dirt Commander. They've got 500 miles on them. They seem to be wearing well. That's what came with it. They're stock, but yeah, they're in pretty good shape still, so I'm happy with them. The winch is a Warren winch, and I haven't had to use it yet, but I tested it. It goes in and out, works pretty good. Okay, so let me move around to the inside. Oh, I should say that we did have them put a heater in this unit. The controls for it are right there. You got a high and a low setting. Right there's your vent. There's the vent on the other side. There's your defrost vent. It does keep it pretty warm in there. One thing that I noticed about the enclosure itself is that right here you can get wind through there and it'll get you a little chilly. And if you look right over there at the bottom of the door, you can see that there's a gap there. That lets a little wind in too. But overall, it's been pretty good. I'm gonna say we cruised around in less than stellar weather, and it's been pretty nice that way. So it is street legal. We had them put the street legal kit on. The blinker is a Rico Moto. I think that's how you say that. And it's been working fabulously. The one thing that I noticed in this door is that right here, you see the 2-wheel, 4-wheel differential lock, the lights switches right below it. I wish they'd have done the letters in white, because when it's dark you can't see it. And I'm going to say that sometimes you put it in four-wheel drive trying to turn the lights on, if you don't remember which is which. Now, you can see also that the steering wheel is adjustable with this handle here, which is nice because, I mean, the wife and kids don't like the handle where I put, or the steering wheel where I put it, so they move it up and down. The seat is adjustable forward and back. There's the handle right there. This area here, I mean, you've got your foot pedals there, but right under here in this dirt, there's a little rubber plug, so you can pull that out and wash this out. I like that. As you can see, there's plenty of room in the front for your feet and whatnot. There's this little storage compartment here. I keep a first aid kit. I've got some bullets in there from the hunt we took this thing on. Had a good time on that. Obviously you can put whatever you want in there, but we chose a first aid kit and some bullets. Over here on the passenger side, you got the handlebar. You've got a little glove compartment right there. This stuff here is the snap stick zipper lubrication, so that your zippers work good. Keep that in there. I have noticed with this one that the zippers will stick once in a while. You put a little bit of that on there, it works good. One thing that I will say is this little safety feature right here. If you've got a bigger person in here, I have a friend, he's a pretty good sized guy. This was bumping into his shoulder, he didn't like that, but I mean, it's a safety feature, so I don't mind it being there. I have hauled 4 adults in this machine with no problem. Like I said, it is an 850, and it hauled around 4 adults without any trouble at all. Moving on to the back seat, one thing that I don't necessarily like is this small area here for your feet. You technically have plenty of room, but you do kind of have to sit with your feet together. This area, I believe, is more for kids, but you can put adults back here. Now, I took this cover off. It has 4 cup holders, but this is where you access the motor. I mean, you can see right there, you got your spark plugs. Down here is your oil. And yeah, it's pretty accessible that way. It has this cover held on by 5 of these little clips that just twist out and pull out, but I wanted you to be able to see that. Let me move this. We'll just get that out of there. Set it right here. So the back seat. Okay, these seats actually will move. The seat belts have a little storage compartment right here. And like I said, we've had this thing out in the dust and dirt and snow and everything else, so there's crap in there. But you can stow those seat belts. The seat flips up like this, and then from the back, let's open this up. There you go. The zipper I was talking about getting stuck. Just a second. This is hard to do with one hand. Hold on. Okay, I paused you for a second so that I could get this back end opened up. The zipper was stuck. I think it had some snow in it. Okay, so then, as you can see, the seat's flipped up. You grab that bar right there. And this guy, again, this is a little bit of a challenge to do with one hand, slides forward, giving you a little more storage space here in the back. This is one thing about this machine that I must say that I have not necessarily liked, is that if you have 4 people in here and all their gear, it's pretty crowded. I mean, we've put stuff back here. They do have a unit that plugs into your receiver right here. We've got the 2-inch ball in there because we pulled a little trailer around. But you can get that, and you can have some storage out here. It's got the tailgate. We've carried a lot of stuff on the tailgate, but yeah, it does give you a little more space. But yeah, I wish the bed was just a little longer, but I'll be honest with you, for me it works pretty good. Going around, you can see more of the enclosure. And yeah, like I said, if you're just cruising around trying to stay warm, the enclosure works pretty decent. Let's see, what else can I show you on this? Honestly, I think that's probably about it. Oh, I didn't mention, there's your winch control, your panel with your fuel and everything on there. It's got a few different settings. Overall, I'm going to say that I've really liked this machine. I guess the best way to say it is how I said it to my kids. The old man in me absolutely loves this machine. The young man in me wishes it would go a little faster. It'll do 50, no problem. Much beyond that, you're out of luck. But for just tootling around on the trails, having a good time, working here on the farm, it does just fine. And honestly, I don't need to go 50 miles an hour on a dirt road. So yeah, it's been a pretty decent machine. Like I said, we've got about 500 miles on it. When I first got it, we ran to town to go get some groceries in it, and it started having a kind of a clanking sound that I thought was the belt, and it smelled like something was burning. I took it back to the dealer, talked to the guys at Big Pine, and they told me that it was part of the break-in. And I'm going to be honest with you, it did go away, and I haven't smelled it since, and I haven't heard the clanking. So, but this was when we had under 100 miles on it. So yeah, I think they were right. Yeah, it's just kind of an overall pretty good machine for what we do. I'm going to say if you're going to the sand dunes or Glamis or Moab or something like that, I haven't taken it down there, but I think it would do just fine at most of the trails down in Moab. The dunes, probably want to switch the tires out and whatnot. But yeah, it's been a pretty decent machine. Again, give you a side view, and I'll put all that stuff back together. But there you go. That's kind of my review of this machine. Oh, I should tell you, it does get pretty decent gas mileage. Half a tank of gas is about 5 gallons. It lasts us quite a while. They do recommend that you run 91 octane. So, yeah, it's a little bit more expensive on the gas, but I think I've only fueled it maybe 6 times in 500 miles, and it's never been empty. So usually it's like, I don't know, 10, 12 bucks. So yeah, it's not too bad. All right, well, there you go, folks. Hopefully that answers some of your questions, and if not, I apologize. You can like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. If you want to see something else, just let us know. Talk to you later, and have a good day. Support your local farmers. Have a good one.